What's up, everybody? My name is Alyssa. I am originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I moved to Austin, Texas about 2 years ago. My fitness journey, coaching career kind of started at a gym called Ziggo Kickboxing in Grand Rapids. I was a member there for a while, then I became a coach there. I was a coach there for about 2 years, then I moved to Mayweather Boxing and Fitness in Grand Rapids, where I was a coach there for a couple years. Then I moved to Austin, Texas, and I was a coach at the Mayweather Boxing and Fitness here in the Domain. I was also the studio manager there. Most recently, I am a coach at F45 here in Austin, a strength and conditioning coach. I am super excited to get back into the boxing space. I think boxing is a skill that everyone should learn. I fully believe that everyone should learn how to box at some point in their life. So I'm super pumped to get back in the space and come on board with Rumble. So today's workout, I'm going to take you through kind of a two-part workout. First part is going to be boxing. We'll do some shadow boxing. We'll run through some combinations. And then the second part will be some floor exercises, some bodyweight exercises. We'll do 3 different movements. I'll take you through each one of those movements for 30 seconds. We'll go through all 3 of those movements 2 times, so 2 rounds. But we're going to start with the boxing. So first things first, I would love everyone to get into their boxer stance. So your feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width. You're in a slight bend in those knees. You're up on your toes, heels are slightly up off the ground, elbows are in nice and close, shoulders are relaxed, front knuckles touching those cheekbones. And you're just kind of rocking from side to side here, back to front. Get that core engaged, kind of just get used to the motion of moving with your body. So we're going to start with the first combination. It's just going to be a 1-2, a jab cross. We're going to go through that for 30 seconds. Here we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Jab cross, nice and easy. 1, 2, jab cross, 1, 2. Remember, as you're throwing these jabs and crosses, that jab, it's coming from that lead arm, that lead leg, and you're turning your fist over as you throw that strike, and then you're coming right back to guard. There should always be one hand up at guard. That cross, you're coming across your body, right? I'm up on my toe, my pivoting on that back foot, my heels up off the ground. It's a 1-2 jab cross, nice and easy. Core is engaged. All right, we're gonna switch it up here. We're gonna add on a 3-4 in 3, 2, 1, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, lead hook, rear hook. Now remember with these hooks, again, we're up on our toes, pivoting on those feet, right? Toes are planted, heels are coming up off the ground. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to move around in between, that's all good. With these hooks, you're really pivoting, turning those hips. Core is nice and engaged, elbow is up. Always one hand up at guard. All right, we're going to switch it up here. We're going to go into speed jab crosses, speed 1s and 2s in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. For speed, jab cross, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice and quick. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you need to move around the bag, if you need to take a break, that's all good. But we're going nice and quick, nice and fast, long, fully extended arms here. Don't lose that form. Core stays nice and engaged. We're breathing through it. We're going to switch it up. We're going to go 3, 4 for power in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 3, 4 for power. Again, if you need to move around in between, that's all good. We're slowing it down here. 3, 4. So that's a lead hook, a rear hook, moving around. Really focus on using that whole entire body as you're throwing these hooks, right? We're not standing here like this. It's a full body movement. Toe is planted, heel is up off the ground, hips are turning, core is engaged, breathing out with every single strike. You're here for about 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna add on a 5, 6. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a 3, 4, 5, 6. Hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut. Now with these uppercuts, elbows are in, they're close, protecting your rib cage. You're getting down low first and you're driving up through those legs. So we're turning, pivoting with those hooks, getting low, driving up through those legs with those uppercuts. 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, if you want to move around, keep those hands up at guard as you move. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we are going to go 5, 6s for speed in 3, 2, 1, here we go, uppercuts, 5, 6 for speed. Again, elbows are in nice and close. We're getting down low, really driving through those legs. Squeeze that core. Keep those hands up at guard in between every single punch. This is your last 10 seconds. With these combinations, we're gonna move into those floor exercises in 3, 2, and 1. All right, we've got 3 different exercises. I'll talk you through what your exercises are, and then we'll get going with those 30-second rounds. So take a little break here. Grab some water if you need it. So first exercise, we just have squats. So nice and easy. If you want to add some weight, you're welcome to, but body weight is good. So we're going to go through those for 30 seconds. Then if you have some weights and dumbbells, we're going to pick them up. We've got bicep curls. So elbows are in nice and close. Slight bend in those knees. We're just going bicep curls. You can go regular, or if you would like to go hammer curl, you can do that as well. We've got those for 30 seconds. And then we're going sprawls, all right? So we're out into that high plank. You don't have to do a push-up unless you want to. And then you're up. You can stay down low, or if you want to stand up in between, quick little breath, and then you're back into that sprawl, okay? So we've got squats for 30 seconds, bicep curls for 30 seconds, and then we've got sprawls for 30 seconds. All right, we're gonna start with those squats. Here we go, round one in 3, 2, 1. We're just gonna go nice and easy with those squats. So remember, weights in those heels, chest is nice and tall, nice and proud. We're pushing the ground away with those legs, like we're sitting back in a chair. If you wanna add a little pulse here, that's all good. Core is engaged, breathe through it. So we're breathing in on the way down, breathing out as we stand up. If you want to speed it up a little bit, you can. If you're using a dumbbell or multiple dumbbells, you can hold them up, next to your side, or if you just have one dumbbell, you can hold it in that goblet position. You've got about 5 seconds here, and then we're going to those bicep curls. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, right into it. Pick up those dumbbells if you've got them. Again, elbows are in, nice and close. We're squeezing those biceps. Notice I still have an athletic stance, right? We're not standing up here like this. We've got a nice slight bend in our knees. Doesn't have to be a full squat, but nice athletic stance here. Feet are a little bit wider or about shoulder width apart. And we're just going nice and slow. Take your time with it. You don't have to rush through it. Again, if you want to do a hammer curl, so if this is a little more comfortable on your wrists, you can turn those dumbbells in. But if you would rather do a regular bicep curl, that's all good. We've got about 5 seconds left here, and then we're going for those sprawls. All right, here we go, into those sprawls. Put those weights down. 3, 2, 1. We're out into that high plank. If you want to stay down nice and low at the top, you can. If you need to stand up, take a breath. That's all good. But we're trying to go nice and quick with those sprawls. You're just out into that high plank. Again, if you need to stand up, all good. If anyone wants to add a push-up in between, you're more than welcome to. You've got about 10 seconds left with this one. See, you can get 3 more sprawls in, and then we're going back to those squats for our last round. All right, here we go. Back to those squats. 3, 2, 1. Back to those squats. Nice and easy. Recover. Catch your breath here. Deep breaths. Again, if you've got some weights, you can hold them next to your side. You can also rack them up on your shoulders if that's comfortable. Or if you only have one weight, you can hold it in that goblet position. But our chest is nice and tall. Our weight's in our heels. We're pushing the ground away with those legs. Breathing through it here. You've got 5 seconds, and then we're going back to those bicep curls. All right, bicep curls, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pick up those weights, and we're just going nice and easy, nice and slow here. This is about control, right? We're really trying to isolate those biceps here. Again, slight bend in those knees. Breathe, engage your core. Make sure you're breathing, make sure that core is working. Nice and slow here. Again, if you want to hold that hammer curl, you can turn those wrists in. That is all good. Otherwise, just rock it out with those regular bicep curls. You've got 10 seconds left here, and then we're going into that final round of sprawls. Last 30 seconds of the day. All right, here we go. Put those weights down. 3, 2, 1. You've got those sprawls. So you're into that high plank, and then you're coming up. If you want to add a push-up, let's do it. If you want to add a jump at the top, let's do that. You've got 15 seconds all the way through. Last bit of work for the day. Final 10. All the way through. You've got 5 more seconds. Get in 2 more sprawls. We are all done in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work today, you guys. Way to get it done. Hopefully you guys feel nice and rejuvenated after that workout. Remember, boxing is a privilege. It's a skill. It's a fun thing that we get to do. So don't take it for granted. I am Coach Alyssa, and I hope to see you guys back in class soon.